Okay, we are gonna watch another. We are gonna watch another video today. Now I'm actually starting to like this because I get to watch the actual video, so it's a video instead of a video, and they can't deny what they're saying because they can't say I misquoted them, they can't say I lied because we're gonna watch them say it. And it's gonna be on camera instead of a camera. Now, as you can tell by the shit on the screen, we're talking about Bob Costas. And we're going to hear his comment. I'd like to thank Speed Dog for giving me this video. Well, he didn't give it to me. He just posted a link to it. And I'm viewing it now. So thank you, Speed Dog. I'll put a link to Speed Dog's commentary on this one down below. And I'll put this down below if I can, just for the hell of it.
With whom I do not always agree, but who today said it so well that we may as well just quote or paraphrase from the end of his article. Our current gun culture, Whitlock wrote, ensures that more and more domestic disputes will end in the ultimate tragedy, and that more convenience store confrontations over loud music coming from a car will leave more teenage boys bloodied and dead. Handguns do not enhance our safety. They exacerbate our flaws, tempt us to escalate arguments, and bait us into embracing confrontation rather than avoiding it. In the coming days, Javon Belcher's actions and their possible connection to football will be analyzed. Who knows? But here, wrote Jason Whitlock, is what I believe. If Javon Belcher didn't possess a gun, he and Cassandra Perkins would both be alive today.
Okay, now, obviously, that was Bob quoting someone else, but he said it himself. I agree with this person, so he's quoting someone he agrees with. Now, teenagers and handguns. I don't know if this is available in your state, but in my state, New York, we allow people under the age of 21 to buy a handgun and even carry it concealed if they are honorably discharged from the military. So if you have a guy who goes into the military at age 18 and he gets hurt or injured in battle, whichever it is, and he's medically discharged at age 19. He's 19 years old in New York State, and he's a military veteran, medically discharged. He's allowed to buy a handgun and even carry it on his person. Aside from that, honorable discharged military, you have to be 21. Now, federal law says you must be 21 to buy a handgun, and the exemption I just mentioned for veterans is the only exemption I've ever seen. Honorably discharged military veteran under 21. So the teenagers that are starting problems that are starting fights with handguns and shooting each other, those teenagers either A, are honorably discharged military veterans, which I highly, highly doubt, or B, do not have a legal gun. They bought their gun illegally. Okay? That's right. All these teenagers that hang out in the ghetto and kill each other with handguns, they could be white, they could be black, they could be Hispanic, they could be Native American, they could be Asian. The one thing they all have in common is they're all carrying illegal guns. And banning a legal gun is not going to stop a criminal. Period. End of story. Now, I was talking to another gentleman that was analyzing Bob's comments last night. And I put it this way. The screen went dead, I'm sorry. I put it this way. Tell someone that has one arm that a handgun cannot be used for defense when a 6'5" goon breaks in the house at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's right. People cannot use long guns for self-defense if they're disabled. Arthritis, just overall weak, paralysis, one arm, one hand. Someone with one hand cannot use a rifle or shotgun. They got to use a handgun. And another fact I want to give Bob. Between the Heller band, the Heller versus DC, was it? If I'm wrong, I'll put the correction in the screen. From 1976 to 2008, it was illegal for anyone except the police officer to bear a handgun in Washington, D.C. Murder in Washington, D.C. went up 147%. Murder nationwide went down 2% during that same time period. So having a handgun obviously is banning handguns obviously ends violence and ends crime and ends murder and stuff like that. Now, my personal response to Bob is suck my dick. My professional response to Bob is I will never watch you ever again. And my other professional response to Bob is tell Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman that a football player needs a gun to be violent. Thank you.